Hey guys, so today we're making fish tacos, but instead of using a corn tortilla, we're making some soca, basically a chickpea flour pancake. It's great for you and it's gluten-free. Soca is traditionally made in the oven, but if you want to make it in a skillet or on a stovetop like I am making it today, it turns out being the same technique as a pancake and it works just perfectly fine. So all you gotta do is basically set the same amount of chickpea flour and the same amount of water. So the consistency I'm looking for here is a nice thick cream almost. So a lot of cumin goes in, and then we're gonna put a tad bit of olive oil, pinch of salt. Finally, just to really complement the whole dish, some fresh rosemary. Just gonna mix all this together, and then what we're gonna do now is just cover it with a nice clean cloth. So next I've got some egg whites right here, which I'm just gonna beat with a tiny bit of cornstarch. So I just wanna get this nice and frothy. We have some beautiful halibut here. Dunk that into our egg white mixture, and then from there we go into our tempura mixture. Just make sure that's properly rolled in, so that's nice and crusted. Shake off any excess, and that's ready to go in the fryer. While waiting for our oil to get hot, we're just gonna make a really quick kind of smashed avocado, which we're gonna use on the base of our soca. So I'm gonna scoop out our avocado right here. Bit of salt, some olive oil, smash it. So almost like a guacamole, but not really. And then we're just gonna very finely chop some red cabbage right here. So our oil is nice and hot. So we're just gonna slowly put this until it's perfectly cooked. Some red onions. So we're gonna very thinly slice some red onions. Then one long green chili. You can use a jalapeno chili. And now all our toppings are done. So we're gonna start on our soca. So get a pan nice and hot. So make sure your olive oil is nicely spread out, and just make sure it really flattens out nicely. Once one side has properly hardened, you can go ahead and flip it, and you'll see that it'll resemble just a nice pancake. It'll be slightly coarser and slightly harder, but just as delicious. This one is pretty much done, so we're gonna go ahead and start the second one. And I'm just gonna use a nice clean cloth to keep this one moist while waiting for the other one to cook. So we can go ahead and place them side by side, and now we can actually start topping our tacos. So we're gonna start first with our avocados, then we're gonna add our fish, a little bit of my red cabbage to the side, some salsa. You can buy some store-bought salsa, or you can actually make yours at home if you want to. A little bit of my red onions, some sour cream or some crema, that goes right on top. A little bit of salt, obviously, right on top. Some of my fresh cilantro, a couple of limes that are just cut through. And so when you eat it, press it, you're good to go. This is absolutely the best part when it comes to tacos, is just making sure that all the layers come together perfectly. And I think that when you put that lime, that acidity just really just complements everything. Grab our soca right here, and look at that, how it holds absolutely perfectly. One big bite of happiness. Good stuff.